Welcome to your King County Medic One personal protective equipment demonstration video. During this video, we'll review your personal protective equipment, how to properly don and doff this equipment, as well as some best practices with cleaning and preparing your equipment for the next alarm. Donning. You've now determined that it's time to apply all of your personal protective equipment. We're going to use the MEG system to don this equipment. Starting with the mask, we'll ensure that we have the mask properly seated over the crown of your head, and you will have clipped the neck strap in place as well. Next, we'll make sure that we have a proper seal by covering the cartridges with your hands and breathing in. Next, we'll apply our iPro. If you currently wear glasses, please ensure that you have iPro that can be applied over the top of your glasses and properly seats to your face. If you do not wear glasses, please apply standard iPro at this time. Prior to putting our gown on, we'll put on an initial set of gloves. This will allow us to have a clean set of gloves to fall back to when needed. Next is the gown. What you're seeing is our new non-disposable jacket-like gown. This is put on just like a jacket. Make sure to zip the gown up first, and then make sure that the collar of the gown is up, protecting your neck, and finally snapping the collar in place. Lastly, we'll apply the working set of gloves. These gloves will be applied over top of the first set, making sure that you have encapsulated the wristlets of your gown underneath, protecting you from contamination.
I'll be first turning ladder 331 will be your contact here. Copy, ladder 331.
Should you use a disposable gown, understand that with our current mask it will be difficult to don unless you place the gown over your head first, followed by inserting your arms, making sure you catch the thumb holes. Unlike the new gowns, you will need to tie the gown either in the front or the back. Just as we did with the disposable gown, you will need to apply a second set of working gloves over the top of the initial set, protecting you from contamination. Buddy check. This is nothing more than a quick visualization that your paramedic partner has applied all of the appropriate PPE for the nature of your call. Doffing. Just as we use the MEG procedure to apply our personal protective equipment, we will use this same approach in the reverse order. Starting with either the disposable or the non-disposable gown, we will remove the gown first, making sure that we tear away the gown from our body, being cautious to not let the gown touch our clothing underneath. With our working or outer layer gloves seated over the top of the wristlets of our gown, these will naturally be pulled off as we doff the gown. Once the working or top layer gloves are off, apply hand sanitizer to your gloved hands to prevent any contamination that may have been transferred to your clean or first set of gloves. You can now remove your eye protection. Next, you will remove your mask, pulling the mask away from your head and your face until it is free in one fluid motion. Lastly, applying hand sanitizer to your clean set of gloves prior to removal may help with any transfer of contamination to your skin. Preparing your personal protective equipment for the next alarm. After the call is complete, it's appropriate to properly clean and prepare your PPE for the next alarm. Moving your equipment from a dirty surface to a clean surface, be sure to use prepackaged wipes or Cavicide sprayed onto a terry towel. Be sure to wipe down your mask, making sure you wipe down all straps and inside and outside surfaces. If you choose to remove the cartridges during this process, be sure to make sure that they are properly seated and secured to the mask once your cleaning process is complete. Next, be sure you wipe down the unit's fanny pack. Be sure to wipe all hard surfaces, including the buckle, zippers, and zipper pulls. Be sure to wipe down all straps and visually inspect for gross contamination during this process. Lastly, be sure to wipe down all reusable eye protection used during the alarm. Disposable shields that were opened and not used may be returned to the ready position for the next alarm. Return all of your PPE back to the fanny pack or in the staging position for your next call.